Hello, my name is Keith, and this is a series of videos about my understanding of everyday theology and how it informs our lives. If you like these videos, I ask you to subscribe on this channel. Trump was indicted on state charges in a March 2023 indictment in New York. He faced 34 criminal charges of falsifying business records in the first degree related to payments made to Stormy Daniels before the 2016 presidential election. Trial began on April 15, 2024. Trump was found guilty on all 34 counts on May 30th, 2024. Sentencing was scheduled for September 18th, but was delayed until November 26th of 2024. Trump was indicted in June 2023 in the United States District Court for the Southern District of Florida in a federal indictment related to classified government documents. Trump faced 40 criminal charges alleging mishandling of sensitive documents and a conspiracy to obstruct the government in retrieving these documents. The trial was scheduled for May 20th, 2024, before being postponed indefinitely on May 7th, 2024. On July 15th, 2024, Judge Aileen Cannon dismissed the case, ruling Jack Smith's appointment as special counsel was unconstitutional. And as far as I know, there is no grounds for her to do that. The Office of the Special Counsel appealed the dismissal to the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals. Trump was indicted in August 2023 in the United States District Court for the District of Columbia in a federal indictment related to attempts to overturn the 2020 presidential election. Trump faces 4 criminal charges of conspiring to defraud the government and disenfranchise voters and corruptly obstructing an official proceeding. This case includes Trump's involvement in January 6 U.S. Capitol attack. On February 6, the District Court of Appeals ruled that Trump does not have presidential immunity from prosecution. In an appeal on July 1st, 2024, the United States Supreme Court ruled 6-3 along ideological lines that Trump had immunity for acts he committed as president that were considered official acts, while also ruling that he did not have immunity for unofficial acts. The case was returned to Judge Tanya Chutkan on August 2nd in accordance with Supreme Court rules. Trump was also indicted on state charges in an August 2023 indictment in Georgia. Trump faces 8 criminal charges related to alleged attempts to overturn Joe Biden's victory in Georgia alongside 18 accused co-conspirators. The trial is not yet scheduled. Trump initially faced 13 criminal charges, 5 which were later dismissed. Beyond the criminal cases, Trump also has been the subject of a civil proceeding in New York City. The state attorney general Letitia James argued that Trump and his companies engaged in a years-long scheme to dupe banks and others with financial statements that inflated his wealth. A judge has ordered Trump and his companies to pay $355 million as a penalty in the case. Trump won't have to pay out the money immediately as an appeals process plays out, but the verdict still is a stunning setback for the former president. If he's ultimately forced to pay, the magnitude of the penalty on top of early judgments could dramatically diminish his financial resources, and it undermines the image of a successful businessman that he's carefully tailored to power his unlikely rise from a reality TV star to a one-time and now also future president. The ruling comes on top of an $83.3 million $1 million that Trump was ordered to pay E. Jean Carroll in January for his continued social media attacks against a longtime advice columnist over her claims that he sexually assaulted her in a Manhattan department store. He was already the subject of a $5 million sexual assault and a defamation verdict last year from another jury in the case. This is our next president. Anyone who voted for him is ethically complicit in all of his crimes. You have chosen to support falsifying business records, the mishandling of sensitive classified government documents, and conspiracy to obstruct the government, conspiracy to conspiracy to defraud the government and disenfranchise voters, corruptly obstruct an official proceeding, attempted to overturn the 2020 election, duped banks and others with financial statements that inflated his wealth, and committing sexual acts and defamation. Do not expect me to friend you. I will block you on my social media pages. We are long past the idea of getting along to just get along. Anyone who looks away from all these accusations simply because he was elected president is morally and ethically void of any decency. You are complicit.